promising pupil. I think with 40 monks and one girl, something would happen.
Essie, hey, Essie.
I like that, Ed. Did you write it?
No, I made so.
Wow, got a lot of cake with it.
Yes?
Say, I made you some candies this afternoon, Ed. You can take them around tonight.
All right. Now he is finished. This is me. How's that?
That's fine. Remember when 12 o'clock comes, will you? Ed, dear, why don't you ask me to have a baby? I was thinking about it just the other day.
I don't know. I mean, we could have one if you wanted us to. How about it, Essie? You want to have a baby?
I don't care. I'm willing Grandma is.
Yeah, let's ask him.
Labor play. Religious play. Sex play. Here was your someplace.
I was right about the balloon. Too close to the powder.
Anything you want to print in, Mr. Bennett? How about some more calling cards?
No thanks, I've still got the first 1,000.
Well, call on somebody, will you?
Alright.
What have we got for dinner tonight? Reba, ready to print the menu?
Let's see. Cornflakes, watermelon, some of those candies Miss S made, and meat of some kind I forget.
I think I'll set it up as bold-faced Cheltenham tonight. You know, if I'm going to carry those new candies around, I better print up some scripted matter after dinner.
Do you think anybody actually reads those things, Ed, that you put in the candy boxes? Oh, here's the word play. Poison gas. Reba, that must be Donald. Look at Reba smile.
The boyfriend, Reba?
You're awfully cute, Donald and Reba.
Hello, Reba.
Donald!
You there, buddy?
Hey, Donald, how have you been?
I've been pretty good, Miss Red. How have you been? How you doing, Miss Sycamore?
Very well, thank you. Donald,
Yes?
were you ever in a monastery?
No. I don't go to a place much. I'm on the leave.
Yes, of course.
Here's the flowers, Reba. Caught a big mess in today.
You sure did.
So see you work, Miss Sycamore?
Yes, indeed.
How's Grandpa?
Oh, just fine. He's over at Columbia this afternoon, lifting some exercises.
My, you certainly do roll by.
M-E-A-T. Say, what's he go there for all the time anyway, Penny?
I don't know, it's just so handy, right around the corner.
Oh, Donald. Okay, me and Miss Tanner are going to take the flowers up to Mount Vernon next week. I was wondering if you could lend a hand.
Yes, sir. Only I can't take no money for it this year because government finds out I'm working and I'm sore.
Say, Ed, I got this idea when I was reading Trotsky in the bathroom. It's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll let that.
Who was it?
You know, Trotsky, the Russian Revolution.
Ah, yes, of course.
Anyhow, I was reading it, and I got a great idea for a fireworks show. You remember the last days of Pompeii?
But yes, Palisades Park. That's where we met.
Well, I'm going to do the Russian Revolution, full hour display.
Say,
Oh, that's wonderful.
the red flag is the flag, huh?
Yeah, and the Tsar and the Cossacks.
And the freedom of the slaves?
No, Donald, the Russian Revolution. Hello, Grandpa.
Well, sir, you should have been there. That's all I can say is you should have been there.
Was it a nice commencement, Grandpa?
Wonderful. They get better every year. How lucky you are, you're snakes.
Big classes here, Grandpa? How many were there?
Oh, must have been about 2 acres. Everybody graduated. And the speeches were much funnier than they were last year.
You want to hear a good speech? Go up and hear Father Divine.
I'll wait. They'll have them at Columbia.
Oh, Donald, would you tell Reba that Grandpa's home and we won't be waiting for Miss Alice?
Yes, sir. Reba! Grandpa's home. You have dinner.
Grandpa, wait till you see this new firework we made. It's fantastic.
Give me, Grandpa.
Didn't we make a fine copy? Should we make a fine copy today, Mr. Tanner?
Certainly did.
What about they don't have fireworks at commencements?
Oh, don't make enough noise. You take a good commencement orator, they'll drown out a whole carload of fireworks and say just as much too.
Don't the graduates ever say anything?
No, they just sit there in their cap and nightgown, and in about 40 years after getting their diplomas, they'll ask, where am I?
Hello, Grandpa. Have a nice day.
Hello, have a nice day. you give me a kiss?
Excuse me, Grandpa.
I'll take a tomato too. You know, I could have used one of these earlier today.
Mother? Oh, no thanks. Father?
No thanks.
Play something, Ed.
There was a letter for you in the mail today, Grandpa. Did you get it?
That's funny, I don't know anybody.
Well, if it was for you, though, it had your name on
Well, where is it?
it. I don't know. Where's Grandpa's letter, Mother?
What?
Where's that letter that came from Grandpa last week?
I don't know. I remember seeing the guinea pig on it.
Well, who was it? Where is it?
I don't know. But the name was on the outside.
Well, who was it?
United States government?
Really, what do they want?
I don't know. There was one before that, too. From the same people. There was a couple of them.
Well, if any more come, I wish you'd give them to me.
Yes, Grandpa.
I'm gonna go out to Westchester tomorrow for a little, snake hunting.
God is the state is God.
What's that?
God is the state is God.
Who says that?
Trotsky.
Oh, that's all right. I thought you said it.
It's nice for printing, you know? It's good and short. G-O-D space I-S space T-H-E space.
And so the beautiful princess came into the palace and kissed her mother and her father and her grandfather.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Grandpa. And what do you think? We turned into the Sycamore family. Surprised? Oh, Alice. I like it. Do you? It's new, isn't it?
Looks nice and summery.
Where'd you get it? I took a walk during my lunch hour.
You seem to be taking a lot of walks recently. That's the second new dress this week.
I just like to brighten up the office once in a while. I notice that Kitty Francis is Kirby & Co. Well, what's new around here in the way of plays, snakes, ballet dancing, and fireworks? Dad, I'll bet you can down in the cellar all day.
Huh?
I'm going back to the work play, Alice.
Really, Mother? Ed, play Alice and Beethoven that you wrote.
You know you can mail a letter all the way from Nicaragua for 2 centos? Really?
Kenneth, my virginity is a priceless thing to me. Listen, people, listen. I'm not home for dinner. A young gentleman is calling for me. Really? Who is it? I did everything possible to keep him from coming, but he's calling for me.
Oh, why don't you both stay to dinner?
No, I want you to take you in easy doses. I've tried to prepare him a little, but don't make it worse than you can help. Don't read him any plays, Mother, and don't let the snakes bite him, Grandpa, because I like him. And, Essie, dear, I wouldn't dance with him either because we're going to see the Monte Carlo Ballet tonight.
Can't do anything. What is he, the President of the United States?
No, he's Vice President of Kirby & Co., Mr. Anthony Kirby Jr., the boss's son. Wow. The boss's son, just like the movie. That explains new dresses.
And not being home for dinner for 2 weeks.
Why, Sherlock Holmes.
Were you going to marry him?
Of course, tonight. Meanwhile, I have to go up and put on my wedding dress. Is he good looking? Yes, in a word. What time is it?
I don't know. Does anybody know what time it is?
Mrs. Penham might know.
It was 5 o'clock about a couple of hours ago.
I don't know better than to ask you people. Will you let me know the minute he comes, please? Of course. Yes, I know, but I mean the minute he comes.
Well, yes, of course.
Well, be sure.
Well, what do you think of that?
She certainly seems to like him, if you ask me.
I should think so. She's got a dad. Wouldn't it be wonderful if they got married? We could have the wedding right in this room.
Come now, Penny. This is only the first time that he's called for her.
You only called for me once?
Young people are different nowadays.
Oh, I don't know. Look at Ed and me. He came to dinner once and just stayed. Anyhow, I think it's wonderful, don't you, Grandpa?
She certainly seems happy about it.
You must be crazy about her. Maybe he's the one who's been taking her out every night. Oh, this must be him. Never mind, Reba. I'll get it. Now, remember what Alice said and be very nice to him.
All right, let's take a look at him.
Well, welcome to our little home. I'm Alice's mother, and that's Alice's grandfather, Alice's father, Alice's sister, and her husband, Ed Carmichael. Well, now, give me your hat and make yourself right at home.
I'm afraid you must be making a mistake. The government would like to talk to you a little matter of income.
Income tax?
Mind if I sit down?
No, just go right ahead.
Thank you.
Mother, is that Mr. Kirby?
No, dear, it isn't. It's an internal something or other. Pardon me.
Mr. Sycamore. Excuse me.
What is it?
You seem to have going on. Look.
I'm here to tell you. Grandpa's busy.
Oh.
Pardon me. No, Mr. Vanderhoff. The government has sent you several letters about this, but we have not yet had any reply.
Oh, that's what those letters were.
I told you they were from the government.
According to our records, Mr. Vanderhoff, you have never paid an income tax.
That's right.
Why not?
Well, I don't believe in it.
Well, you own property, don't you?
I do.
And you receive a yearly income from it?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Between $3,000 and $4,000.
About that.
You've been receiving it for years.
I have 1901 if you want to know the exact date.
Well, the government's only concerned with 1949. That's when that income tax started.
Well,
Well, it seems, Mr. Vanderhoff, that you owe the government 24 years back income tax.
Now, wait a minute. You can't go back that far. That's outlaw.
What's your name?
What difference does that make?
Ever filed an income tax return?
No, sir.
What was your yearly income last year?
$28.50, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Vanderhoff, you know there's kind of penalty for not paying an income tax.
Penalty?
look, Mr. Henderson, let me ask you something.
Well,
Suppose I pay you this sum of money now. Mind you, I'm not saying I'm going to, just for the sake of the argument. What's the government going to do with my money?
why the government gives you everything, it protects you.
And what from?
Invasion, foreigners that might come over and try to take everything you've got.
Oh, I don't think they're going to do that.
Then what if you didn't pay an income tax? How else do you think the United States pays for the Army and the Navy and all of battleships?
Battleships. The last time we used battleships, Mr. Henderson, was in the Spanish-American War. What did we get out of it? Cuba, and we gave that back. Now, I wouldn't mind paying for it if it were something sensible.
Sensible? Well, what about Congress and the Supreme Court and the President? We've got to pay them, don't we?
No, sir, not with my money.
Look, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to tell you is that you have paid an income tax and you've got to pay it.
You gotta show me.
You don't have to show you. I just told you. How else do you think the government pays for all the buildings down in Washington and in interstate commerce and the Constitution?
The Constitution was paid for long ago. And interstate commerce? What is interstate commerce, anyhow?
There are 48 states. See? And if they own interstate commerce, then nothing can go from one state to another. See?
Why not? They got fences?
They haven't got fences, they've got laws. My God, I've never come across anything like this before.
Well, I might pay about $75 of it, but that's all it's worth.
You'll pay every cent of it like everybody else.
Hey, listen, listen, Mitch.
I need to tell you something. You're going to jail. Do you hear me? That's why. If you think you're bigger than the law, you've got another thing coming. You know better than anybody else in the street. You get that through your head better. You'll hear from the United States government! That's all I can say.
Mr. Henderson, look out for those snakes.
How's that?
That's fine, Ed.
How'd that sound to you folks?
I like it.
My goodness, he was angry with me.
Well, I wouldn't blame him. The whole thing is so silly.
I loved his hat.
Say, what size is that hat?
7 and an 8.
Just right for me.
Who is that fellow anyway? Oh, this must be Mr. Kirby.
Let's make sure this time.
I will.
I hope he's looking.
How do you do?
Good evening.
Is this Mr. Anthony Kirby Jr.?
Yes.
Why, come right in. We've been expecting you. Oh, come right in. Now then, I'm Alice's mother, and that's Alice's father, Mr. Sycamore, Alice's grandfather, Alice's sister Essie, and her husband. Well, now that you know all of us, give me your hat and make yourself right at home.
Thank you.
Mother, is that Mr. Kirby?
Yes, dear, it is. He's a lovely. Oh, do be seated, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you. I hope I'm not keeping you all from dinner.
Oh, no, how much you made him?
No, thank you.
Oh, call down Mr. Candy.
No, thanks.
Oh, I almost forgot to introduce
college, huh?
Well, I knocked around for a while first, just sort of had fun.
What did you do, travel?
For a while, then I went to Cambridge for a year.
Ah, England.
That's right.
See an English commencement? What was it like?
Oh, very impressive.
They are, huh?
Anyhow, now the fun's over and I'm facing the world.
Well, you've certainly got a good start, Mr. Kirby, vice president and a rich father.
It's hardly my fault.
So, now I suppose you're all ready to settle down and get married.
Come now, Penny. I'm sure that Mr. Kirby knows his own mind.
Oh, I wasn't making up, I was not making up his mind for him, was I, Mr. Kirby?
That's quite all right, Mrs. Sycamore.
See, you mustn't rush him, Mother. All I'm saying is he's bound to get married, and suppose the wrong girl gets him.
Well, here I am, a vision of me. Apparently you've all had some time to get acquainted.
Yes, we were just having a lovely talk about love and marriage.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. I came down as fast as I
I
could.
didn't mind in the least.
Think of those flies in the kitchen. Oh, Miss Alice, you look beautiful. Where are you going?
I'm going out, Reba.
Step in, huh? That was the whole talk.
I think you better go, Tony.
All right.
Take 3 lunch, 4 plates, right, Bob?
Half and half, Donald.
I'm the Budoviska!
Yes, sir, Mr. Holcomb.
Good evening, everybody! Grandpa, what do you think? I've heard from my friend in Russia. The second 5-year plan is a failure.
I practiced today, Mr. Polkoff.
Barbara!
Well, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Polkoff.
Ah, Miss Alice! Never have I seen you look so magnificent.
Thank you, Mr. Polkoff. Tony, this is Mr. Polkoff, Essie's dancing teacher.
How do you do?
You do.
Well, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Polkoff, we're going to see the Monte Carlo Ballet.
The Monte Carlo Ballet, it stinks.
Yes, well, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And so, glad to have missed you all.
Goodbye.
The Monte Carlo Ballet.
Isn't Mr. Kirby wonderful? So come on, everybody, dinner's ready.
I thought he was a nice fella, didn't you?
So he had such nice manners. Did you notice, Paul? Did you notice his manners?
I certainly did. You really pretty personal with him.
Now, Paul. Anyhow, he's a very nice young man. Looks like a cousin of mine.
But, Diggileth, then you had the ballet.
You know, if they get married here, I think I'll put the altar right where the snakes are. You wouldn't mind, would you, Grandpa?
Not the snakes, don't.
Oh, no. They'll want to get married in a church. His family and everything.
Of course, yes.
All right, quiet, everybody quiet. Well, sir, we've been getting along great now for quite some time, and we're certainly much obliged. Remember, all we ask is to go along and be happy in our own little sort of way. Of course, as far as our health is concerned, we'll leave it to you. Thank you. So, Kolnikov, the second 5-year plan is a failure?
Catastrophic. And wait until they try the third 5-year plan.
Of course it is the money. Can you imagine Alice marrying a Kirby? Think of that. Isn't it exciting?
I'll play the wedding march in the xylophone.
What are we having for dinner?